Hi, I'm 17 and my penis hasn't grown since I can remember. I am just over 5'8" and have pubic hair and underarm hair as well as developing chest hair. I am relatively slim and my penis is 2.5 inches non-erect and around 5 inches erect. Erect width is 4 centimeters and non is 3 centimeters. I have had no previous medical problems and this is causing me real psychological harm and discomfort. Please help.
Have you had any evaluation for this?
No.
Since you have not yet been seen, what information would be helpful? Are you asking what evaluation should be done?
I am asking if this is normal, and what should I do about it considering it's a very embarrassing situation for me and do not wish to talk about it to anyone face to face.
From the information that you have provided, it would indicate that it is normal in size. However, one of the recurring issues that has been identified in multiple studies is that many men do not accurately measure penis size. So, the first step whenever any man is concerned about penis size is to obtain an accurate measurement, which means that you would need to be seen. I realize that this is embarrassing, but it is a necessary first step if you are still concerned after today's discussion. If this measurement is accurate, then you are about average. When discussing penis size, the flaccid length is not as consistent, so the comparative studies are typically done measuring erect penis size. The average length of the erect penis varies in different studies, with some studies having an average of 5 inches and others as high as 6 inches. Even in the studies in which the average is 6 inches, a length of 5 inches would be within the normal range. Also, when discussing penis size, the girth or circumference of the erect penis is what is measured. The average girth is about 4.8 inches, and calculating your girth from a width of 4 centimeters yields a result of 4.9 inches. So, if your measurements are accurate, then your penis size is about average, so would be normal. If this knowledge is reassuring and you are no longer concerned, then no further action is necessary. If you are still concerned, then the next step would be to obtain a professional measurement, which means that you would need to be seen. If I can provide any clarification, please let me know.
Thanks, this has really helped, but I'm still finding difficult to believe this is normal as my foreskin does not go underneath my helm. Sorry, not very scientific, very easily at all, as well as there being a mark on my penis which looks sort of like a bruise, but it has been there for a very long time. If you could provide any information like you did in your last response, it would be greatly appreciated.
If you are still finding it difficult to believe that the size is normal, then it would require a professional measurement. If the foreskin does not retract properly, that is a separate issue than a problem with size. When this happens, it is usually because of a prior condition that caused some scarring for fibrous tissue to develop under the foreskin, such as from a prior infection. This prior infection could have occurred when you were an infant, so that you have no recollection of the problem. Sometimes, the doctor can loosen the foreskin and it will subsequently retract. If not, then the usual next step would be to perform a circumcision. There are many possible marks that can occur on the penis and the vast majority of them are not worrisome. There can be a variety of birthmarks, similar to other skin on the body. Without being able to see or examine the mark, it is difficult to say anything beyond the fact that most of them are not a problem. Although a picture is not as good as a personal examination, if you do have a good picture and can attach the image by using the icon on the toolbar that looks like a paperclip, I will be glad to review it.
Would it possible for me to send you a private picture of my penis just so you could really ensure me of its normality? Thanks so much for your help tonight. You have really calmed me down knowing that I am most probably normal.
The rules of JustAnswer requires that communication occur through this forum. The experts are not allowed to provide personal email addresses. If you post the image here, it is still confidential, in that there is no association with your name or other identifying information. Even the experts cannot see your personal information. If you do not want to post it using the paperclip icon, then you can send it to the JustAnswer email at and ask that they forward the image to me. However, it will typically take some time for the image to be forwarded to me, but I will respond once I receive the image. Another option would be to post the image at a file sharing website and let me know the URL so that I can view the image, and once we are done discussing it, you can delete the image.
Thanks. The URL is http://postim.org/gallery/c43zbhxn/f3876e8/.
The marks that I see on the penis are not worrisome. They are similar to birthmarks that can occur on any skin.
Okay, great. So the sizing is normal as well? I am sorry to ask this but really need to know if I'm okay to engage in sexual activities.
I never said that the picture would help for sizing. The picture is to allow me to see the marks that you referenced. The image cannot tell me the location of the pubic bone, so the only way to ascertain whether the measurement is accurate is to be seen. Even without confirmation of the measurement, it is okay to engage in sexual activities. There is no need to wait to be seen before engaging in sexual activity, if you are otherwise in an appropriate situation to do so.
If you have a health question and want to chat with a doctor now, visit justanswer.com/ythealth.